I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Play BattleTech, based on the popular tabletop game. I've been a fan of BattleTech for a while. Not like a hardcore fanboy, because I never actually played the miniatures game when I was a kid. But I do have the WizKids miniatures, the MechWarrior clicks. I have a few of those, and I have read the novels, and I used to play the card game back when collectible card games were sort of the rage. That has nothing to do with this game, but I do know a little bit about what's going on. The game itself takes place, what, like 25 years before the clans come in, so we're not going to see any clan mechs for this, I imagine. I've only played a few missions into the campaign, mostly for testing purposes. Let's begin. Now, I did have a little bit of a trouble getting this game started initially. Well, not really started. I mean, it was playable, but I did post a video about a problem I had with a graphical glitch where there's a white box on the screen and sometimes the screen would turn white. I managed to figure out the problem for that, and so if you've also got that problem, the solution that I found was turning off the Nahimic audio software that came with my MSI hardware. And that seems to have done the trick.
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great MechWarriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Okay. I believe I will have to turn down the cinematic volume for next time. Okay, so we get to set up my character here, which I believe is basically just going to be like Shadowrun, where it gives me dialogue options, and maybe that changes the story a little bit. I don't know, but here we go. Welcome to the Oregon Reach. The Oregon Reach is a small kingdom in the rimward periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. It is home to the Oregon Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Oregon Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here your story begins. So we get to choose from the 5 major houses, as well as a few other, I guess, third-party factions, minor houses and whatnot. I'm going to go with Federated Sons and the House Davian. The blackjack that is my primary mech in the campaign, I guess, just looking at the sarna.net, is a Federated Sons mech. So we're going to go with Federated Sons as my background house. Decades ago, your family came to the Reach from the Federated Suns. MechWarriors who hail from the Federated Suns tend to possess more finely honed skills and better equipment than their counterparts from other regions of space. They often see themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty, sometimes to a fault. Though nearly extinguished by the Draconis Combine in the First Succession War, the Federated Suns, a constitutional monarchy ruled by the renowned House Davian, has become arguably the most powerful of the 5 great successor states. Through skillful military campaigns and subtle diplomacy, House Davian has significantly increased the number of star systems under its control in the last 2 centuries. Indeed it has. You are of noble birth. Though immigrants to the Oregon Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral BattleMech, an old blackjack. This is where you met Raju Mastef Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju is a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when you were exiled, you struck out on your own. Bankrupt, an accident, or betrayal. I feel like for some reason, maybe, I'm not sure what, okay, well here it is. Tactics increases the effectiveness of called shot opportunities. It also reduces penalty for indirect fire. Okay, that would actually be decent, except I don't think that the blackjack has, it's got autocannons and lasers. Now, later, maybe I'll get to change my stuff, but we're not going to have missiles, so indirect fire is really unnecessary. Gunnery determines the chance to hit with ranged weaponry. Well, that's good. Piloting increases melee hit chance and base sprint distance. Oh, that's also good. Improves threshold of stability, okay. Well, we might want that one instead. Guts. Guts is maximum health of MechWarriors, okay. Reduces the penalty for weapon recoil and increases the threshold of heat. Now, for lasers, that might be good for me, actually. But it's got tactics, which is called shot. Well, okay, so we do kind of want that. What did I say here? Gunnery is chance to hit with ranged weaponry. But tactics is indirect fire. Okay, yeah. And then piloting was melee chance and unsteady. Okay, well, I think we'll just go and strike it out on our own because, well, no, because it's got tactics. I think I definitely want gunnery. Well, maybe I want gunnery and guts. Maximum health, and yes, actually, this is the one I want. Okay, so, after my 16th birthday, your family was betrayed. Your family was betrayed and its seat of power destroyed. You defeated the betrayers, but you were the sole surviving member of your house. With nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself. Out on your own, you fell into the life of a soldier, pirate. I think we'll go with inner sphere mercenary. Maybe not. It's got tactics. Gunnery. I feel like a Davian minor noble would probably be a soldier. A soldier or a mercenary. Definitely not a Solaris gladiator. Although, I mean, you never know, right? Well, either way, it's gunnery. So we'll just go for the more noble one. I became an Oregon Coalition soldier. Unsure of your prospects, you traveled to Coromadir, the capital of the Oregon Coalition, and enlisted in the Coalition military. You quickly rose through the ranks, distinguishing yourself as a reliable mech warrior. Life as a soldier wasn't glamorous, but it suited you just fine. Until years later, you crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. On an ill-fated mission, you were caught behind enemy lines and separated from your lance. Raju happened to be on patrol nearby, and he launched a daring rescue. Upon finding out it was you he had rescued, he brought you into the House Arano Royal Guard. So it was that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, perhaps preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Kamiya Arano. Okay, well, we're going to go with... I've already kind of figured out who I wanted. That one. We can customize a little bit. There's not really actually too many customizations that make this better. Well, we'll go with that. Expression. I mean, this is basically the same as the first. Really, I don't know that there's... Is there a background? I feel like I'm missing a background. Anyway, we're going to change the clothing to... maybe blue? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Yeah, we'll skip it. We'll go with this. Minorly done. We'll go with, since I'm going to be kind of like a lone wolf here, let's go with lone wolf. Unfortunately, we will not be piloting a Jaeger mech. Okay, so there we go, and now finally, my gun rate's pretty high. I should be pretty decent here. Now, 11 minutes in, we'll be starting the game. I lied. Cutscene. The High Lord Tamati Arano II is dead. The Oregon Reach is left at an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize power under a single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Kamea Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive, and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. Coronation Day, Arano Summer Palace, 8:53 local time. I don't know that I'm going to go to the voice acting extent that I did in my Shadowrun Let's Plays. The Lexington Combat Group has been continuously employed under mercenary contract to House Davian since something or other. Okay. Well, I realize now I've just lost half the viewers to this video because it's taken 12 goddamn minutes to get to any action. But, you know, that's pretty typical for my Let's Plays, right? And I will be reading all the dialogue / text / whatever. Oh, we can begin the mission.
Command interface
as I typically would. We may move. Okay, how? Okay, thank you. Go away now. There we go. Okay, Lone Wolf. I had the Espinosa refit yards rush the repairs on your Blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it, just to be sure. Standard field tests. You know the drill. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now, do me a favor and get that BattleMech moving. Let's see if there are any kinks in the actuators. Okay.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job.
Oh. Well, I cut him off there. Great. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation procession. Foreshadowing. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt-out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything, but my gut tells me something's off, and a warrior trusts their instincts.
Okay. Before we go too much further, I cannot access the settings. Well, never mind then. Let's target that one. Although, let's see what my hit chances are. Same. Okay, fire.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech destroyed.
We are not that powerful. Good shot. Your guns are in working order at least. I've been training Lady Orano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital and her cousin Victoria by her side. With her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest MechWarriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there, the one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving. Okay.
Kamia's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
We really ought to be able to just take it out. But of course we can't.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
Can I actually attack that? Yes.
All weapons committed.
I have to say, the graphics for this game,
Destroyed.
on Ultra, by the way, are not terribly impressive. Nice shot. Now I don't know how familiar you are with Oregon politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there, near the edge of the lake. Yes, yes.
Engaging jump jets. Enemy detected.
I mean, especially, especially when the game is,
There's more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
especially when the game does those close-up cinematics, similar to XCOM, you'd think you'd want the details to be a little bit nicer. Maybe that's just me. Plasma leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damaged. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of all the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. Looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're going to have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is going to break down on your blackjack before we take it out on the Cormorant Road. Okay. Yes, yet. Okay. And we'll just run right into it. Except we don't ram it, we just sort of stop and then kick it. Good hit, at least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Okay, congratulations, Lone Wolf. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know you'll be ready. Foreshadowing! Alright, it's time to move out. Lady Arano is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
And that's it. Okay. So, the mech's design, I believe, is based more on the MechWarrior Online style. I have not played that game, but it looks very chunky like the new design. Lone Wolf, allow me to introduce Kamea Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Oregon Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a font of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire Reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold words, cousin, but the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a BattleMech, and in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin, we'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland, along the Cormorant Road, as is the Arano tradition. Aye, Kamea. We'll get you there in one piece. Lone Wolf, fall in behind me. And remember what I told you. What did you tell me?
Mission successful.
But yeah, so there's that design. And the Blackjack design, again, looking at Sarna.net, looks like it's based on the OmniMech variant, not the original Inner Sphere design, which, again, given our timeline, puts it out of place. I am so sorry for the volume.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arano will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Coronation Day, Cordia City outskirts, 1322 local time. The Kellhounds, founded in 3010 by Patrick and Morgan Kell. I never made it all the way through the novels. I made it to, well, basically the clan invasion. I have all of them. I just, including the new Dark Age ones, which the WizKids game takes place in. I just haven't gotten around to reading them. I may do so. We're not going to actually play the mission, but we'll have to get in here so I can access the settings menu.
Command interface initiated.
I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a BattleMech, the simplicity of it. But there they are, just up ahead, the city gates and my future, all laid out before me. Wait, what's that smoke? A guard post, one of the small ones that dot the road leading to the capital. But the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I haven't heard anything about any fire.
This is damned odd. I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Okay. Well, we're going to, I thought the game was going to crash. That is not unheard of with this game so far. I'm going to fix the volume settings, and we'll continue on. I will end this one here, and I will see you next time.